What's good, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one like the other one. We gon' hop right into it. Make sure subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment for your boy.
Man, Luce Cannon went to court today. I'm just enjoying a American hot dog with barbecue sauce. Anyway, let's get to it. Luce Cannon had his bail hearing today. He was denied bail. So, Luce Cannon come out, all facial hair, all white. He must have been dyeing his beard. No hair on top of his head. Which I already knew this because I know his twin brother. He's 42 years old. But 42 years old don't mean you don't look like that. I'm 41. I still got my hair. I'm not going to be all gray by next year. Whatever. Besides the point. He looked bad. He looked stressed out. Eddie Boy in the courtroom. Eddie Boy by himself. Luce Cannon come in and spot him, look like ghost, like, man, what the fuck Eddie Boy doing in here? I don't fuck with cuz. On neighborhood crib. Eddie Boy just sitting there. Ain't paying dude no mind. So they all the lawyers look over Eddie Boy like, what? It's only his wife. Well, I guess they're not technically married, but his girl, some other girl, she was with Eddie Boy. Nobody in the courtroom. So, now let's get into what's going on. The prosecutor is giving him his charges, previous crimes, why to deny his bail. Do you know what snitching he said in court? I didn't do those cases I went to jail for. My brother did those crimes. You snitching on your brother, snitching on your brother, nigga, you went to jail for him, bro. We're like, damn. Then he say, Eddie Boy in here trying to get some content. When he said that, the police came over to Eddie Boy and asked him, is he recording? He sent the police on. He crashed out over there, man. He was mad. He was like, man, I wish I could record and told you what they doing, man. Oh, they used, and they brought up that no jumper fight. He's in trouble. They use all that online stuff he been doing, bro. They using that. They don't want to let him out because he's saying he's an enforcer and what he'd do and talking about people's family. They also asked Eddie Boy, would Eddie Boy like to press charges on Luce Cannon for talking about his family? Eddie Boy said, no, I don't need to. Then they said he's lying, causing confusion about violence, lying about fights in the jail. And there was never no fight, which we knew that, but I wasn't going to speak on it because I didn't technically have the proof. But now when the prosecutors say it, you're lying, it was no fights. Now we can talk about it. So, Luce Cannon is just known to be a liar, bro. You feel me? He's not no rolling 60. Never will be, right? It was never no video of him FaceTiming Biggie. A lot of y'all heard of Luce, dude. That's the first time I ever met dude in my life when he said he had that. That's the first time I met dude. And he a year older than me. He ain't never went to school with us. He ain't never played football with us. He ain't never been around with us, hung on the block. I've never seen dude before in my life. And I've been around him for all my life. I ain't been to the pen and been gone for years. I might have went to college for a semester, came back. But I've lived, all my addresses been in the 60s. I had one of them in Inglewood. Most of them, all nine of my addresses been in the 60s, bro. So, I don't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? And he's just known to be a liar. All that stuff he's saying, lying, bro. All that talking and doing, he's lying, bro. You know what's crazy? He lied and talked himself into an indictment. I guess one of those robberies that's in the indictment, somebody made a statement on him about the robbery. No footage, a long time ago, right? This dude went on there talking and corroborated a story, an incident that someone already told him about. So dude, that's this. So let this be a message to somebody out here who's online. They're using all that stuff, bro. They're using all that stuff against him. And listen, they playing hardball. Like, no, denied. He's being remain detained. It's just crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you can go in there and trying to prove yourself. You're not from 60s. You never got put on 60s. You don't have a name. You don't have no big numbers. You're not off of no blocks. You're not off no side, nowhere. This is why we got different sides, because we so deep we can run a make on you. If you from the hills, okay, we're gonna call the hills. And who you from in the hills, bro? If you from BG, we're gonna call BG, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, who you up under over there, bro? If you from the Avs, you know what I'm saying? Dime block, you know what I'm saying? Gutter, all that, bro. We're gonna call over there and see who you up under over here, bro. If you from Arlington Avenue, if you from AG, we gonna call and see who you under, who you know over here. If you from the fronts, we gonna call the fronts and see who you from. You feel me? So he doesn't have no identity in our neighborhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knowing. So you know what I'm saying? This is how we're gonna make on people. But so he on acting like he's from 60s and got himself caught up in the 60 Rico. You know what I'm saying? He's not from 60s, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is a lie. You feel me? I'm just a team player, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I never really like said anything about it. Y'all notice I never vouched for him. I can't vouch for nobody, bro, but I always try to, like, you know, stay away from it. Just like when he came and lied to everybody about that. The Big U FaceTime me. He snitched right there, right? Do you know, because he said Big U FaceTime me 30 minutes before Nip got killed and said that Nipsey was dead? That's the official dry snitch lie situation. That lie got the FBI questioning Big U about Nipsey's murder. Now, whether Big U has something to do it or not, we don't know. But that alone got the FBI looking into that, going to go subpoena cease and desist letters, and got the FBI all over that because of Luce Cannon. Just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, why, like, who are you trying to prove it to, bro? You 42 years old, bro. You have no history with us, so you can never say, I was there. And like I said, a few of them stories he told, 1,000% lies. It came to a point to where I stopped telling him things because he likes to take those things, act like he know, act like he was there, and tell the story. A few things I've said to him, I purposely didn't give him all the details, and he went and told these stories, and they were fictional. So I never cleared him up and said, no, that's not what happened. That's not how it happened. That's not where it was at, because he had take that information and try and tell the story like he was there. All that, when Big U got into a Nipsey, I was there in the room. You weren't there. I've never seen you before. You weren't there. You're only going by bits and pieces that people have told you. All that stuff about the fight, you weren't there. I was there. I've never seen this dude before. You know what I'm saying? It's all lies. You know what I mean? So now the prosecutor told him he's a liar. He's lying about content online on these phones. So, you know, he's in a bad situation. He's in a bad situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen next. I haven't took time to look at the, you know what's one thing so crazy? Everybody else's paperwork has been released to the public. Luce Cannon's hasn't been released. So we really don't know what's going on. You feel me? You see Brick Baby. We're gonna say that for another video. The police got him doing some strange things for some change that he's tired of doing. He admitted to it. It's in his indictment. But we'll get to that next video. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all soon.